As far as fast food is concerned, I rank Panda Express decently high.
What?
Like their fried rice is so greasy and so oily that I like it.
Disgusting.
You know,
You think it's disgusting?
God, yeah, it's awful. It's so far at the bottom of my list.
I
really
hate
okay. What?
It's way below Arby's and Hardee's and
It's below
Burger King.
Arby's. You fucking idiot.
Arby's? I don't feel that strongly about any fast food restaurant.
Arby's,
Kyle, you
100% honest.
scum of the earth.
Arby's
How
is
dare
terrific.
you put it below Arby's?
Arby's. Lots of people talking about Arby's. It's for retards and the indigent.
Ooh, talking about roast beef, you piece of shit.
Oh, I like Arby's. I'm a fucking retard. Yes. Yeah. No, Arby's is terrible. They literally
given Arby's a chance in
emulsify
like
all of
20
their
years.
meat, put it in a bag, and then they slice it as though it's real the first time.
That's true.
I lived in a very small house. We were not rich people. My dad made like $4,000 a year, and there was a little bit of subsistence hunting kind of stuff going on. And I was big into video games. I'd play.
Hold on.
Yeah,
$4,000 a year.
Forget that, Taylor. Could you just say the words that you hunted for your own food?
a little bit. It wasn't anything crazy. You know, you catch fish from the river, you shoot a deer here and there. If a redneck has something they want a trophy and not the meat, I'll take it.
This is awesome.
Yeah, so stuff like that. My wife would eat raccoons and stuff and possums and whatever the fuck. They're really chewy and gamey, but we did a lot of that.
Did you kill them or find them by the roadside?
You're not supposed to.
Kill them. I just pop them. Shoot them with a 22. The better question is, do you believe that there's a real underground, like, giant pedophile ring that you got to have, like, a secret handshake to get into or whatever?
I 1,000% know that those exist because they're
Why, Kyle?
Because they're uncovered.
Why were you really in jail? Why don't you tell us now?
I would. If that's why I was in jail. I wouldn't have made it out.
Operative.
I wouldn't have made it out. No, but those are literally uncovered like every month. Like, I don't know if you just peruse Reddit. Reddit's real good about like, hey, another pedophile got caught, guys. Like, look, they're really good about posting those. So like, how often do you see like 37 individuals taken out, 5 terabytes of this, that, and the other? Here's what I learned about those gargantuan numbers assigned to the amount of child pornography these guys have. Because if you ever notice, these guys have like astounding amounts of child pornography. And for those of us who have like any concept of what a terabyte of video is, and assuming even that it's 4K video, it's just so much. Even at 4K resolution, 5 terabytes of child pornography is like more movies than I've ever seen in my life.
We're talking about terabytes of child pornography. I was at this Super Bowl party, and you meet your friends and stuff like that. And some guy was like, "So what do you do for a living?" And I was like, "Well, I told him the initial thing, working in consumer products, for consultant for a few companies, and then I also do a podcast." And, he started getting really into that, asking me all these questions. He like looked it up on YouTube and was like, "Oh shit. Like, I thought you meant like you and like your brother do a podcast for like 6 people." I'm like, "No, it's real deal. It's been going for a long time."
We have one of the internet's first podcasts. Just to be clear, like when we started a podcast, no one knew what a fucking podcast was. I didn't understand what it was for a long time. Those 2 words I'd never seen put together before when we started doing this.
And now it's been so long since you guys started it that you guys got on. You were first adopters of the format. But basically, my buddy who was hosting the party introduces me to a friend of his who we start talking. I tell him I do the podcast. He's like enthralled with the idea of me doing a podcast as like a gig, as part of my job, paying the mortgage with it and shit. And he was like, "Oh, so do you guys like, you get sponsors and shit? Do you sell stuff?" And I was like, yeah, we get sponsors and stuff. But we just started a sale on lock and load cum pills. And he was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I was like, "You want to come?" Like I just started telling, like a buddy of mine I'm good friends with, who had heard the cum pill spiel before, was like, "Ugh." Every time we like come to a new place, some guy just keeps drilling Taylor with what he does for work, and then he talks about cum pills again. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm working right now. I'm selling." He bought a bottle while we were there talking.
Nice job, Taylor.
Yeah, because he was like, "That is
just so you guys know,
hilarious."
The way we handle the payouts for lock and load, it's not a standard system. We have sort of a multi-level system built in here. So I came up with the idea along with Taylor, but I come up with the idea for the MLM right before Taylor could. So Taylor is sort of a junior member, so he's got to go out there and make those connections.
So now I'm in Kyle's downline.
He's in my downline.
And Drifter,
okay?
I'd love to add you to my downline.
Drifter, I'll tell you what.
What?
I'll slide you up above Taylor. You can be in my downline if you jump in now.
Terrific.
Right
I
now,
have a
today.
deal.
And you shake hands.
Before.
Shake my hand. Shake my hand before I walk away.
I don't
we
even
have to
think
do-
that's
what do I
how
have to do?
regular MLMs work. I think that's
Drifter,
just-
if you want some lock and load, we can get you a link where you can buy it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we have that
all-
His
you guys
radio
watch
show.
the news?
I don't watch
I,
the news.
I listen to news radio, or if you can call it that. I listen to
Is that the
conservative.
Joe Rogan show.
I listen to conservative talk radio when it's on because I find it to be very fascinating.
Hey, Daddy. I know you want one of these shirts.
I
Deny that allegation.
When are they going to turn on the lights, Daddy?
Right after dark, Amy. It'll light up the whole lawn.
Will it light up the whole world, Daddy? Light up the whole world. Light up the whole world.
When actually what is
Daily.